So welcome back to Sun, Moon, and Stars Tarot. This is going to be two, part two of two. If you haven't already, go watch part one. I had to stop it because of video shortage time. So now I'm on my laptop, so it may look a little different to you. All right. So we pulling from the star seeds. The star. I don't know if my lighting's very good. Let me see if I can push this back. 1 second. Maybe that's better for you. Still not that great. Hold on. And excuse my desk. I normally take it out of view, but I'm not liking the lighting on here. Are you able to see that? Okay, I guess I'll have to hold it right at that angle. So this is the Star Seed Tarot. All right, so we were talking about a project that you may be working on, karmic cycles being closed, things being left in the past, you moving forward on projects or leaving things behind, persons, people's relationships that don't, fulfill you emotionally, working on things that are going to bring you happiness in life, starting a new cycle, and being patient, taking baby steps, having fun, going with the flow, enjoying the moment, just going with the flow with whatever it is that you. I'm so sorry about my setting right now. It does look. You know what? Who cares? It's about the message, right? All right. So I'm on my work dust station. I work from home, so whatever it is, what it is. So it's about going with the flow, taking baby steps, and having patience, knowing that divine time is at play, and just enjoying the moment. Like as you learn the lessons, and you instead of being in your head about how far you haven't come, remember how far you have come, and use that and keep your faith strong and keep going with the flow and keep doing what you're doing. Keep working at whatever this project it is or whatever this thing that you want to become into fruition. Keep working on it. Keep mastering it. That's the word I was trying to get. There you go. So first card that came out was baby steps. Let me try to get this angle again. Baby steps. And baby steps is about, damn, I don't like this lighting. I'm not sure why it's so bright. I promise I'll fix it in the next video I do. So let's see. I gotta put this down just so maybe I can find it this way. Baby steps. Baby steps. So baby steps is it's action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. You're being called to take grounded action in response to your soul's calling. So again, this is like about life purpose. Jesus. Yeah, there you go. It's about life purpose. And if you watch the first reading, part one, you're going to know that this is in regards to a life purpose. To start where you are and begin building in a consistent way. So many people stop themselves from living a soul-led life because they're waiting to know the destination before they take the first step. So instead of, wanting to know where, when, why, and how, start putting the action in. That way you'll start moving towards it. Stop worrying about it. You put the intention out there, divine will co-create with you. He knows that you're putting the work in. So it's saying, like, stop thinking about it, stop dreaming about it, stop wondering how it's gonna happen, stop watching tarot videos. I used to do that. Figure out when, where, why, thinking how is it gonna happen if you haven't even taken the first step yet. But intuition doesn't work like that. Our soul is always calling us every moment of the day. The way to stop yourself living in harmony with the cosmos is to listen to your soul's baby calls and whispers each and every day, and to take grounded action in the direction of those calls and whispers. So it's saying, like, get grounded. Don't be a dreamer. Stop floating in the air. Stop dreaming. It's time to actually walk the talk. You're being encouraged to start small. So again, it's saying take baby steps. Don't rush. Don't jump. Don't worry about who's further than you. Don't worry about, let's say, like for me, I'm a tarot reader. A tarot reader is doing so much better than you, what they got on their page, how many hits they got. And believe me, I've been there, I've done that, and I've never been jealous. I just use them as inspiration, honestly. And it's saying take grounded action in the direction of those calls and whispers. You're being encouraged to start small, bite sized, to put one foot in front of the other, to do one thing every day, to break things down into achievable tasks. So it's saying like you may probably have like a career or you work another job, something just to pay your bills. You know, it's saying every day just put a little bit of work in, and God will co-create with you because He sees you putting a step in. Like sometimes I have excuse I'm too tired today, or my child is like very hyper that day, and I can't find time. It's hard to get a reading when there's a child running around sometimes. To break things down into achievable tasks. Time on Earth goes slower than other planets. This may cause frustrations for starseeds, who can expect a faster pace of manifestation and thus give up before the seeds begin to sprout. So it's saying that you're like right there, like don't give up, like just keep your faith. It's like right when your blessing's about to come, you feel like giving up, and it's saying not to do that, because you always want to rush things into manifestation. You're impatient. If you resonate with that, it's time to opt for consistency over urgency. Like it's saying be more consistent instead of worrying about it happening so fast. Time to take and sometimes I feel like sometimes you may feel like you're running out of time, and it's not that you're running out of time, it's divine's time, not your time, that things are going to happen for you. Time to take baby steps in the direction of your calling. To remember that you don't need to have it all figured out or how exactly where the path is leading. You don't have to know every single step along the way before you set out your great journey. So it's saying you don't need to know everything. Just take the steps to get there. Like don't worry how it's gonna play out. Live in the now, not living in the future. Again, give your worries, give your attention to God and the angels, and your spirit guides will help you carry it through. Starseed Soul Inquiry. What's one simple baby step you can take in direction of your soul's calling? So what is the one thing you could do every day to uh to move forward in whatever it is that you want to do? Even if it's about studying, like read one chapter a day. Maybe one day you can make it two. Like it's saying, just take the steps. Don't just sit there and dream about it. Move, take action on it. You got Lost Lands. Let's see. I'm gonna try this again. Sorry. I really gotta. If anyone knows what kind of video system I can use to get longer video time, please let me know. Because I prefer to work off my phone. Maybe I need to switch to iPhone. I've always been against iPhone, but if it works for memory, I'll take it. Can you see that? Oh, I'm trying so hard here. Maybe I could describe it to you. Kind of looks like a ship inside of a castle, like a doorway, like an entryway. Yeah, it looks like this. Remember, this is the Star Seeds deck. I know you can't see it very well, but it looks like a ship floating in the sky amongst the trees, the flowers, and it's like a big white doorway, like to a heavenly castle. That's what it looks like. It says Lost Land, so it's a lost land somewhere unknown. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before, so maybe whatever it is that you're working on has been passed to you. It's a talent that's been passed to you from one generation to the next from your ancestors. So maybe, or in a past life, this is something you already did. So all it is about is bringing it back to life. I'm not gonna hold the cards because you can't see it anyway. Just listen to the message. I think the message is what's important. Lost lands. So lost lands. Let's see. I'm really mad about my videoing, but I'm not gonna give up. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on the planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need the wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. So it's like all you're doing is when you're taking baby steps, you're reminding your soul of what it already knew. You're just going back to it. You're remembering it now. You're bringing back the whatever talent gift you had. You're You're birthing it back into life. Because Mary's been buried. You know, we conform to this 3D life, and our natural gifts and talents get buried with us conforming to what's not natural. If you feel guided to make a change in your own life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. I just said that. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that the lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today. Others believe they exist today. Mommy. Excuse me, hold on. Okay. Others believe that this exists today. In a different dimension, I believe that the ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. Sorry, there goes my child. Oh, you want the TV? Hold on. Give me one moment. One moment, please. Watch the movie. So sorry. That's back to the game. Sorry about that. See, life challenges. You gotta like work with what you got when you got. You know, I'm not gonna pause. I'm not gonna stop the reading because there's always an important message that wants to get out, and the you know the devil doesn't want us to hear what it is, and I will not let him stop us from hearing this. This is very important, and we need to know that we are on track with our soul purpose. And let's not worry. Let's stay on focus. Let's stay on track. And that speaks for myself. And it's not unfortunate we have children, but we all have to work around with what we have. Like my horrible video system right now. I'm trying not to let it bother me, but all right. So what was I talking about? Lost lands. So it's saying, I'm going to reiterate, you've done this before. This is just something that you're bringing back into fruition. You've done this you've been you were gifted with this many years ago, and they're saying in a planet that has way further capabilities that this planet could even handle. And you need to know and believe that you have that within you. This is something that's been passed from generation. Okay, so I'm going to read back. I'm going to rewind. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, this card is calling you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe that exist today. They exist today. In a different dimension, exist today, Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of lost lands such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon exists within you. It's in your soul. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your soul, you can unlock the seeds. I wanted to say unblock, so it's probably part of the reading. Unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so we can all learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. Starseed activation. So it's saying, place the card on your portal of your heart and whisper, I unlock any forgotten wisdom and soul gifts from lifetimes past. So it's saying, have faith, believe they're ready. This gift is already a seed within you that needs to be, nurtured, reminded, like you're reminding by studying, by working on it, by mastering it, you're reminding your soul of what it already knows. That's what this card is saying. Take baby steps. Like you're so anxious to do it, probably because your soul knows this and your soul's done this before, and it makes you so happy because you've done this before. And it's just saying, like, take small steps. Don't go get carried away. It's something that, you already have it in you. It's just divine timing of when it's going to get there. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Woo, look at this. Oh, I hope you can see it. It says activated earth. I don't think you can be able to see the wordings. Let's see. Activated earth. So it's like something from the heavens, something from the universe coming down onto earth, like a bright light in the center of the mountains through a doorway. It's like it's lit up, and there's like grass around it, like something being ignited. So like activated earth. So it's like being activated, whatever it is. Power places, ley lines, trust when you're led. I'm gonna read that from the book. Activated earth. So activated earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we're tuned into them with our subtle senses. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses, all known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in ancient medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian Aboriginal culture, if I said Aboriginal culture, song lines were the paths traveled by the creative beings as they made the land a seed during the dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about the land's history and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land and devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. I feel like this is about portals. There are different portals you know, in around the earth, and if you walk through one of these portals, it's like an automatic activation. So maybe it's time to get out, walk around, feel your energy out, do something different, get out the house and maybe, take a walk, go somewhere different, somewhere you feel guided to. Like if you normally take a left, take a right, you know what I'm saying? Do somewhere different. I feel like you're gonna end up running into one of these portals. It's gonna activate you. Many believe that. Okay, I read that. Sorry. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and unknown keepers or nature spirits of the land? As you connect with the earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. I feel like these portals are either by a body of water or within within nature somewhere, like in a park, or like if you're near a forest, like you're gonna find this portal, or this be led to it. You're gonna end up walking somewhere off your normal trail that's gonna activate you. I honor and thank that the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. That's the starseed activation. So let's carry on to the next. I really want to do one more reading after this. I'm going to try back to my cell phone because I don't like the lighting, but I got to wait for YouTube to take 5 hours to upload. All right, so I already pre-shuffled these. They need to be cut. I will cut them in front of you. All right, clear. Holy Spirit, Archangel, Spirit Guides. Holy Spirit, Archangel, Spirit Guides. Holy Spirit, please give the collective a message for the next full moon tomorrow. April 26th. Ooh, that was quick. Life path. Look at this. Man, it says life path. It's got two babies. To me, it's about your life purpose. Again, leaving the old behind and becoming new. Like I said before in part one, please watch part one. Actually had a much better view, part one. But it's like it's a baby there, so it's like you leaving your past behind and you starting a whole new life, new career, new romance, new love, new connections, new way of thinking. Like it's like you coming, like I said in the first part, you like a baby coming out of the mother's womb, fresh, new start, new everything. It's just a new life for you. I can't wait to read this. So at the bottom of the deck, we got spiritual service. Damn it. Let's see. Spiritual service. That's not too bad. So maybe whatever it is you're looking to do, it has something to do with spirituality. Like maybe you're going to be a counselor, a healer, Reiki master. You could be a speaker. You may write a book about healing, how to heal people. You may also, had another card behind it. You may also be looking also like what I'm doing, tarot reading, life counseling, life coach, things in that nature. I hope I hit everybody. Even arts, music, all that could be spiritual healing through your words that you use in your songs can help someone uplift their vibrations. And a lot of music is used and artwork is used to provide messages to people. So I'll read that too. Let me grab that book. And this one is Light Worker Oracles. Oh, Lord. I promise this will get better. Just listen to the message. Don't throw any shade. So the first one was Life Path. I'm so excited to talk about this. Do you wonder about divine life path and purpose? You have been enrolled in spiritual training. This training might be obvious in the form of a course you're undertaking or hidden in a life lesson that is currently triggering your healing, learning, or growth. Whether it is obvious or not, successfully completing this training will empower you to fulfill your divine purpose this lifetime. Further clarity will be revealed to you. The universe promises that you shall know when you need, at the perfect time, and in the way that you cannot miss. You are spiritual training for a divine mission that serves your soul development and spiritual growth. Will simultaneously, while it's saying whatever that you're doing is going to help you to heal, help you to close karmic cycles out, and at the same time, you'll be helping yourself. And I can agree with that because you know what they say, practice what you preach. So like you'll be reading, like I'll be reading tarot cards and I'll be telling someone something. I'll be telling someone something. Mommy. Yes. I need that. What do you need? Okay, I'll be right there. You'll be telling someone something that you need, that they need to do, but it's also a message for yourself. It's also a message for yourself. So it's saying here, it will help you express your spiritual purpose this lifetime. At times, your training may be aligned with the study or applying your skills in a way that seem more obviously aligned with a spiritual path. At other times, your spiritual training may be disguised in ordinary life circumstances. I wonder, like ordinary life circumstances, like maybe like a doctor or something that you have to get a degree in psychology, things like that. If you're unsure what you're meant to be learning of exactly how your spiritual training at the moment, look to the situations in your life that are causing your most struggle. This is where you will find your training takes place. So whatever in your life is causing you the most struggle is where you're being emphasized to work on, basically. The struggle is the place where holding on is competing with letting go. This could be a relationship. A lot of times it is. Where do you get the most stress in your life? What bothers you the most? What comes to mind? Is it a bad relationship, something from the past? Like like you got to make a decision either to hold on to it or let it go. It is, however, nothing to be ashamed of. So don't be ashamed of it. It's part of your growing stage. It's part of your lessons. That's what it's saying. A growth edge where you are doing the inner work of going into more peace, trust, and love, It's a sign that you're certainly growing. See, it's about growing. It isn't comfortable. It definitely is not comfortable. Because you're being faced with the things that you need to work on, and and if some people are not ready to see that, some not people are not ready to accept that. Some people don't want to hear anything bad about themselves. And it's not that you're bad. It's just something that you never realized needed to be worked on. Sometimes it may cause fatigue and even a feeling of defeat. Like it's draining, emotionally draining when you're going through a spiritual ascension, when you're going through your life purpose path, you're on your way there. Because there's so many things that you have to work on before you get there. And it's like you want to get there so bad it just drains you sometimes. And facing your fears and facing your shadow self can be very draining. Yet you shall not give up. You shall continue. Sorry. Okay. You shall not give up, you shall continue, and in time you shall triumph with a feeling of peace. Yes, I'll be right there. You shall not give up, you shall continue, and in this time you shall triumph with a feeling of peace, resolution, and wisdom. So saying don't give up. I feel like we're all, the collective, we're right there. Like don't give up. You work so hard to get where you're at. Like don't let your mind and your way of thinking and your old self come back to what you've learned to today. If you are feeling stuck, perhaps you're working on a significant issue or challenge that won't seem to resolve itself no matter how much effort you apply. Then you're being guided to ask for help from your spiritual team using invocation below. Call upon your own higher self and soul to take over aspects of the issue. Be patient. Do not resist what is but what is. Blah. Be patient. Do not resist what is but neither collapse into it. Use your spiritual practice. For example, meditation, journaling, dancing, music, art, yoga, time in nature, and prayer to strengthen you and move you through this training. So it's saying like if you feel like you're stuck trying to do it on your own, you need to pray to God, you need to pray to your spiritual team, pray to, ancestors, you need to pray and ask for assistance. And they'll come in and they'll help you. They can't help you unless you call them in. If we have free will. If you're uncertain about what is happening in your life right now, don't fret. Sometimes a smaller desire has to be sacrificed for the attainment of a greater vision. Be at peace, know all beings shine at the right time, and so shall you. So again, back to part 1 of this reading, it's all about divine time. This oracle also confirmation that a vision of your path on earth is being shared with you. Whether in a small daydreams, big dreams, at the night, in meditation, or simply in the feedback you receive repeatedly from different sources. So it's telling you, and I said this before, like I think the collective right now, we're afraid that, whatever it is we're trying to achieve, we're not going to get there. We're like worried, are we going the right way? Are we on the right path? Are we on track? Are we stuck? Or are we, do we have blockages? I feel right now I don't feel like we're blocked. I feel like it's more about divine time at play. And you need to, just let it happen. And trust that it's coming. It is coming. It's saying that you're going to be getting all kinds of signs just to let you know that you are on track. You may hear something, see something, read something. Maybe you watch tarot videos. Maybe I just said something, but there's something letting you know if you're asking yourself in your head, am I still on track? Am I going the right way? Am I doing the right things? Don't judge yourself so harshly, because part of this growing stages and small steps is learning your lessons. And I feel every day we get closer and closer. Blah, 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 blah. You are being asked to trust in what you see, sense, and feel about your vision for your life path and divine purpose. Even if you're not clear, trust that it is coming to you with loving divine timing. I just said that. Be open-minded and listen for what makes your heart sing. Invocation. I call upon the wise, unconditionally loving ones to assist me now in perceiving, living, and manifesting my truest, most joyful life path and divine purpose. Help me know what I need to know when I need to know it, and with everything else, may I be assisted to feel peace, trust, and patience as my beautiful life path unfolds, guided by the loving hand of the universe. Told you, we co-create. I've been saying this between both two readings. Like, It's a divine purpose, takes divine time, and it happens slowly, and then it unfolds itself. And the way it unfolds itself is so beautiful compared to the way you even pictured it. So it's saying don't rush the process. You know, God knows what He's doing, why He's doing it, when He's doing it. May unconditional love reach into the hearts of all living beings. May unconditional love reach into the hearts of all living beings, helping every creature to find true fulfillment of the destiny. So be it. You don't want that? Okay. So be it. I'm praying I can get through this last card. It's called spiritual service. Again, you're doing something that's spiritual. All right, 21. Let's get to it. What do you want? Okay, come over here. Go that way. Go that way. Thank you. That way. Okay, that way. Thank you. Can you go that way? Go sit down. I'll give it to you. I'll bring you one. I'll bring you one. So it says spiritual service. Self-doubt can be a habit that is hard to break. It can slow down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. So sorry for the interruptions. Self-doubt can be a habit that is hard to break. It can slow down. Oh, he threw me out. It can throw down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. So again, I was talking about this. Like the major thing is people like getting in their heads because they're becoming impatient, thinking they're not good enough, they're not doing enough, they're not on track. Ultimately, it won't stop you, but it can make your progress seem more challenging. It's easier to fulfill your purpose when you acknowledge your own goodness and talent and do what you love the best of your ability. Realize that you are enough and your work is good enough, that you have something of value to offer. It's time to let go of fear of failure, concern about your ability and your right to live a happy and fulfilled life of success. The universe believes in you. So again, it's talking about you being in your head, like you're good enough. Wherever it is that you're at, like I'm new to YouTube and my videos may not be so organized, and you may see I have to change positions and got papers here. This is my workstation. My child popped in the video, unfortunately. But, you know, it's just showing you that, you know, work with what you got, and where you are right now is good enough. Like God sees it. He wants to co-create with you. He sees you putting the effort. He sees you not giving up despite what life challenges are. You know, my challenge right now is I have, you know, my own child and I have to attend to, and I have to try to do the video at the same time and complete it. My goal is to complete it. So you're being called to service beyond that which you have accomplished thus far. That is because you are ready. Sorry, so much lighting. You are ready, capable, and willing to step up to another level of spiritual responsibility and freedom. Your mind, however, may question your ability. You may be afraid that you cannot perform well enough, that you're not skilled or experienced enough, that you are not as good as others, or do not have enough value to offer. These are nothing more than wounded beliefs about your self-worth. It is time to recognize this wounding and not empower these beliefs as truth anymore. Be kind to your mind. It will be happier without such beliefs. You can free yourself from the pain they cause and become more realistic about your gifts and your potential. Now is the time for you to trust more than your wounds. This, like, all the cards are like in sync. You know, like we are stopping our own self. We're with our self-doubts, our negative thinking, our lack of faith, you know, our lack of immediate gratification. You know, those little things that they're saying they're not necessary. This is my confirmation to the collective that you are on track. You are, you know, you are where you need to be, you know, and you will grow. You will see yourself grow. You know, the universe, God doesn't want to give you everything in one shot. He just doesn't want to do that. He will not give you everything in one shot, because then you won't grow. You won't. There will no lessons to be learned. You know, Earth is a school. You learn. As you release these old beliefs, you create more space within you to receive impressions of how you can most joyfully serve the greater good. No longer hampered by undermining and draining beliefs and self-doubt. You will have more energy to act on your intuition and guidance. So it's saying if you stop doing that, it'll give you more energy to really dive into what you want to do. Sorry about that. If at any time you find yourself blocked by fear or performance anxiety, it can be helpful to release these blocks by simply asking yourself, how could you best serve the greater good at this time? The answer to this question will never be to shrink back in fear. So it's saying don't shrink back in fear. It's saying it will always be chose belief over doubt. It will be to move ahead, to take the opportunity offered to you as a vote of confidence from the universe. So always saying have faith over doubt. Doubt is so easy to do, but having faith, seems to be hard for everyone. It's saying to have, as much as you believe in doubt, like have faith. Make faith easier, and it'll make things easier for you to move ahead. So take the opportunity to offer to you as a vote of confidence from the universe. The realization will bring you peace of mind so you can resume your progress and share what you have with the world. If you have been working hard, taking the opportunities that have come to you and are still feeling as though you're not quite where you wish to be in terms of fulfilling your life purpose and divine destiny, you are now asked to acknowledge all that you have attained so far. Like I was saying before, I don't know, was this reading or part one? Acknowledge what growth you've come to now. It's saying acknowledge where you haven't got, because you're gonna get there. You will get there, but you need to, slow down and go step by step. Use know there's divine time. Have faith, and you're gonna get there. Don't judge yourself so harshly. Like, don't compare yourself to others. Be happy and content where you're at with your own growth. Everyone grows at their own pace. Acknowledge all the people you have assisted in your own special way, all the positive influence of love that you have added to the collective human soul, that your willingness to take your spiritual journey, open your heart, and care about life on earth. Your spiritual service has been noticed by the spiritual worlds, and you will be empowered to serve in increasingly beautiful ways. Your service already successful and will only increase in potency, power, and peace. Increase in potency, power, and peace. So it's saying keep doing what you do. Have faith. Be at peace with it. Don't stop the worrying. Stop your own self-limiting beliefs. God and the spirit world and your ancestors, they see your heart. They see that you wanna, maybe whatever you learned, that you're gonna pay it forward. You wanna pass it forward. The invocation is, universe, I love you. Sorry, you gotta see this messy. I'm so sorry. I made my bed. It was so nice, but my child destroyed it. Universe, I love you. How can I serve you? I accept love's protection and love's purpose in my heart. Yes. Yes. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. Universe, I love you. How can I serve you? I accept love's protection and love's purpose in my heart, in my life. Love empowers and protects me, gives me purpose and passion, peace, peace and play. I believe in love. I am love. I believe in me. So it's saying, like, also again, it's like reiterating, you gotta do whatever it is you're doing it in love. Don't do it like it's work or stress. It's gonna, like, if you don't get there, like, just don't turn it into that. Turn it into fun. Like, if you're a kid drawing a house and you like to do art, like, have fun with it. May the joy of helping others give me energy and courage to continue to serve and grow spiritually. May all beings receive your love and be healed through your grace. May all those who want to serve be empowered through mercy, compassion, joy, and love to do so for the greatest good. Through my own free will, so be it. And that is the end. Oh, look at the back of the book. How beautiful. Oh, if you can see it. Very pretty. There you go. So that was Lightworker Oracle. So that is the end of my reading. Lots of interruptions. I'm sorry. That was part 2. He's just not gonna let that door stay closed. That was part 2 of 2. I want to try, if I can get someone to bed early in time, I want to try to do a tarot spread for the full moon. I will try. Can't guarantee you, but I hope the messages tonight, despite the disorganization, it wasn't planned this way, I promise. And it will get better, and I have faith that it will. This is the end of your reading. Thank you for visiting my channel, Sun, Moon, and Stars Tarot. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button if you want to get notice of when I do my next reading. So I'm really trying my best. As you can see, it's very hard when we're in COVID and all the children are home to get readings into YouTube. But like I said in the reading, God co-creates with you. God sees, where your struggles are at, where and He sees that you're putting the work in, despite my interruptions. And there was a couple of times I wanted to stop the reading, but I felt like it was a test, so I didn't stop the reading. And whoever's meant to visit this page and like this page is gonna visit this page, and I believe in that. And we'll grow together. We're soul family. We'll grow together. So with that, everyone have a good night. Again, I'll try one more reading tonight. I'm gonna try. I've been juicing, so I have a little bit more energy. Try that celery juicing, man. It's great. You take one bunch of celery, you put it in the juicer or a blender, and then you strain it. Drink that one time a day. Look it up. There's so many benefits. And with that sound being said, you all have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. If I can get you off. Bye-bye.